I can tell you very simply the source of pain for most people joining online businesses today. Most of us have been continually bombarded with promises of easy riches online, and we've bought into them, usually with some reservations, but underlying that, a genuine feeling of hope that they would really work. Unfortunately, few of them have, and you're left with that feeling that you are foolish for being too gullible, or the sense of hopelessness that you'll never find a real solution. So, how can I ask you to believe me when I say I have a solution? An online business that really does work. It's simple. I'm not going to ask you to believe me. I'll let you decide for yourself. With that, I present to you an invitation. It's an invitation to dream. I'm going to ask you to push aside any skepticism, at least for the next few minutes. At least for the next few minutes. I'm going to share with you a story about a man who has skin, bones, blood, hands, and well, pretty much the same collection of things that make you human. His name is John Chow. He was somebody that once had a lingering idea in his mind, a wistful hope that poverty and being stuck in a rat race didn't have to eat away the precious years of his life. So he took up an online opportunity he came across in September 2012. You'll see a milestone for him. He's about to pick up a new car that he earned when he reached a level in a business called My Online Business Empire, or as we like to call it, Mobe. Another name, Matt, that's Matt Lloyd. He's the company founder, who you may hear John refer to with a certain degree of fondness. Remember, this isn't about John Chow, Matt Lloyd, or the car. It's about you.
This is pretty much it. It's a realization of a dream. Right there. I mean, something that I dreamed about. It's something I always wanted. I visualized it, and to see it finally happen. I mean, just the smile on my face is just, year to year grin, year to year. Getting the Mercedes SL 550, it's the realization of a dream, because I always wanted a really, really nice sports car. It's the one my wife wants, and it's an SL 550 because it is my wife's dream car. She's always dreamed of owning this thing, and the ability to just give this to her. I mean, no words can describe it, really. But so this is when Matt finally contacted me and said, basically, because of my achievement in Mobe, I qualified for a new Mercedes, and he was going to pay for it. And I said, right there, I go, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm finally going to realize something on my bucket list, and I don't have to pay for it. So we went to this Mercedes-Benz dealership, Fletcher Jones Mercedes-Benz. It's the biggest Mercedes-Benz dealership in the world, well, by volume anyway, and I could choose any car I want from the dealership, and in my case, the only Mercedes-Benz dealership that I want is the one my wife wants. I got the perfect sense of how great this car was when we drive home, because drive home each evening, it's getting kind of cool, so we took the top down, and that air skirt, the car has an air vent behind the headrest, and it blows hot air at your neck. So we're driving down, it's a cool night, and we combine it with the hot air blowing across your neck, and it was beautiful. At first I thought it was a silly option, but it's indispensable. I love it. I love it. And she loves it too. And we turned on the heated seat, turned on the air skirt, like only 64 degrees outside. We were nice and toasty warm, top down, moonlights out. Fantastic. So a lot of people have been asking me how I got this car. And the truth of the matter is, I didn't have to do anything special. Matt just called me up one day and said, John, they go, you got a car? And I go, what? They go, yeah, I'm putting on a new program called the Mobe, and all you gotta do is get 5 license rights sales to qualify to get a Mercedes-Benz, and you did, so I'm getting you a Benz. So totally amazing. I didn't have to do anything extra, and I just got the car. Now, because you gotta wonder, you know, like, what kind of company who's already doing so much for the licensee suddenly would just kick it up a notch again and says, I'm gonna get my licensee a car. Right? So that's one of the reasons I love Mobe. I first met Matt at a mastermind in San Diego. It was called Think Tank, and that's the first time I met him. And it was a group of about 30 people getting together, all internet marketers, all successful people. And that's when I first met Matt. And then that's when he first showed me his business called Mobe. And I got it right away because, you know, I'm an internet marketer myself, so I understood the advantages, and I understood what he was trying to do with it. And right there and there, I decided that I am going to get involved with this. Mobe is set up in such a way where any customer I refer to them, I get the customer for life. Unlike a typical affiliate program where if I refer someone to a product and then I get my commission, 50%, 40%, whatever it is, but then that's it. The advertiser now owns that customer, and they will then sell to the customer over and over again. I don't get any of that. Right? But with Mobe, any person or any customer I refer to Mobe, I get them for life. The thing about Matt is he really cares about his licensees. He's always thinking about what can I do to make it better for them. And an example of this is the Mobe Mercedes program. I mean, who would have thought that I would be able to get a Mercedes from just being a licensee? Right? And I'm sure the stuff like the Mercedes, stuff like the event that Matt's putting on where he's not making any money from it. The event is coming up in San Diego just for the licensee, no pitching, no nothing, pure content. I mean, most affiliate networks or most of owners of affiliate product don't do this kind of stuff. And it's because Matt does this for his licensee. He creates tremendous loyalty, and this is why he's successful. Well, I'm one of the biggest internet marketers in the world. I've been extremely successful. I've been in internet marketing. I've been doing it full time since 1998. Got into blogging in 2005, built one of the biggest blogs in the world. And through it all, you know, I learned a lot of valuable lessons. I spent a lot of money, I made a lot of money, I invested a lot of money. I also lost a lot of money. And when you compare this to what I'm doing now with Mobe, you know, had Mobe been around back when I first started, it would have been a lot easier, because back then I had to create my own product, create my own sales page, create my own landing, create my own sales funnel, recruit my own affiliates to do all that kind of stuff. The amount of time then it takes to learn that stuff, the amount of money it takes to create that kind of stuff, and you can have all of it for the cost of a Mobe license. I mean, it is for someone looking to make money online, one looking for the ultimate way to do it. This Mobe is a great way to do it. Mobe is the way to do it, and I'll tell you why. First of all, 90% commission on the front end. So when you're getting 90% of the money, look at a typical business. The cost of goods, that's like saying your cost of goods sold is 10%, 90% of your profit. So it's practically your product. Okay? And then you don't lose the customer. You refer a customer, that customer is yours for life. The sales team will phone them up and sell them stuff. Right? So you get half of that. So you have your own phone team. Imagine how much that costs to set up. So your own phone team working for you to get you sale. All you got to do is just drive the leads, refer the leads to the phone team, and let them do the rest. Right? So you have an entire phone team working just for you. Right? And just picture how much it would cost if you were to do this yourself. How much would it cost you to create over a dozen products, actually 24 products, set up a phone team, create all the sales pages, recruit all the affiliates, and how much do you think that would cost set up? I already know because I've done it before. Right? Over $100,000 minimum to set all that kind of stuff up. And this can be yours for the cost of one Mobe license. The My Online Business Empire Mercedes, or Mobe Merc for short, is available to all Mobe licensees who have made at least 5 license rights sales. Once you make 5 license rights sales, you can get a Mercedes. People look at my blog now, they figure, you know, this is how it's always been. The truth of the matter is, I came from a very humble background. I didn't came from money. I said, I was born and raised in mainland China. I live in a small farming village since until I was 7 years old. The house I grew up in had no electricity. It had no running water. We got the water out of a well. It had no stove, and I had no idea what a microwave was. So I didn't came for money. And my family immigrated to Vancouver when I was 7 years old. And I grew up in the downtown east side, which is equivalent to like East LA or the Bronx. It was the poorest neighborhood in Canada. And I was a latchkey kid growing up. Both my parents have to work to make ends meet, and I have a little brother I had to take care of. So I didn't came for money, and I grew up in a school of hard knocks. I didn't go to the best school. It was an inner city school. I said I was a latchkey kid, but I tell you one thing. The reason I am successful is because I listened to my dad. See, my dad said that, he sacrificed everything to bring me to a new country to live. And he says, in this new country, you can be anything you want to be. Okay? And I was just stupid enough to believe him. And typical of an Asian parents. Yeah, he said, in this country, you can be anything you want to be. And of course, he wanted me to be a doctor. Typical Asian parent always wants the kids to be a doctor. But I was just stupid enough to believe him. And so growing up, I was always told that, you came from a country where people are oppressed. It was a communist country. But now you're in a country where you can be whatever you want to be. And I just took that to heart. And so when you look at a situation, you can look at it in two ways. You can either see a problem or do you see an opportunity. Growing up, I saw nothing but opportunity. Some would say my childhood kind of sucked because, I grew up in such a poor environment, and downtown east side is the biggest concentration of HIV-infected people and drug users in the world. Right? So some people say my life sucked, but actually all I saw was opportunity, because even though my Vancouver, the poor neighborhood I grew up in, was very bad by average standards, it was still better than life in China, because I actually have a toilet that actually flush. In China, we had an outhouse. You do your business, you push it away. Right? So when opportunity comes along, I don't see anything as a problem. I see everything as an opportunity, and that's how you should see something. You don't have problems. All you have is opportunity. Before I discovered the internet, I had a regular bricks and mortars business, and so that meant 6 days a week, 12-hour days. It was a lot of hard work, just a lot of long hours, and I wish that on my worst enemy. I never do it again. But now it's the opposite, thanks to people like Matt and thanks to affiliate marketing, I've been able to reverse it and make more money by working less and less. You're in business, you're waiting for a customer to come for the door, sometimes they don't, and you got bills to pay, you got rent coming up. So yeah, there was a lot of stress. I just feel like a failure. You get to the point where you're asking yourself, how come this is happening to me? Why can't I succeed at this? And that's one of the worst feelings in the world, to fail, But I did learn, at least I learned from it, and then it took me a while to figure out that you cannot be afraid to fail, right? Because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. So I fail, and I failed miserably, because the business wasn't making any money. Well, it didn't make enough money for me to live on. Right? But it also allowed me to rethink everything, because I discovered that there has to be a better way. So that's when I started looking. I went looking for better ways. So in a way, that business, my first business, is actually a blessing, because without it, I wouldn't have discovered the internet, and I wouldn't have discovered Mobe. My daughter is the most important thing in my life to me. And I want to make sure that she has a better life than what I had. Right? So, and I'm lucky in that I've been able to provide for her an environment a family environment. Like she's grown up with both parents in the house. And I realized a lot of households, both the husband and wife work and daycare raising our children. Right? And I've been lucky in the sense that she has grown up with both parents, and to her, she thinks that's normal. And when she talks to other kids in the school and find out that their parents are not home, and she's wondering, she doesn't understand that. And it's something that is unique, and I want to do, and it's something unique that I provide for her. So.
Awesome, thank you. So that was his story. Now, what's your story? I invite you to take the same action that John took that led to this life-altering experience. He took action. An opportunity knocks, asks if you will take up the offer. Are you ready to make your dream a reality? If that's what you want, then join my online business empire right now. If you're already involved, it's time for you to take the next step, to take action in getting to the next level in your business. Take action now, experience your dream, become your everyday life.